Hello everyone. So I went to edit this video and like the first 10-15 seconds was like all fuzzy and weird. I don't know, something up with the camera, but pretty much all I said was I got a tackle warehouse order that I need to show you guys. Some pretty awesome stuff. So stuff that you might not have heard of or might not be trying, whatever. So let's get to it. Pick up the video where the camera's not all weird. Couple of big things in it that are really cool, as you can see. One real long thing that's freaking awesome. Wait for that, I'll do that last. And then something else real special, and a couple of little things. Let's get to it. I have no idea how dull this knife is. Actually, it's not bad at all. Still should sharpen it though. We'll start with the little things first. Let's see. Spent so much money, I got a free Tackle Warehouse shirt. Always nice. And of course, the free sticker. I always get the free stuff whenever. Like, why the heck not? First and foremost, this thing I'm actually pretty stoked on. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, especially for being 5/8 ounce. And actually they sent me the wrong one, I think. I thought it had a Colorado blade on it. Thought I had, whatever. So, they did actually, I think. And I have to look back at it. But this is the Lucky Craft SKT spinnerbait. Spinnerbait fishing in the fall. It's the way to go. I'll make a video on fall fishing here pretty soon. I'm going to be out like next week probably. Just haven't done it yet. But anyway, this was supposed to be the double Colorado. I guess these are supposed to be double Colorado blades, even though they're not. And on the picture, this was actually a Colorado blade, and then it had two smaller Colorado blades. So I don't know. They also have a Willow version. I don't know if this is the Willow version. They screwed up. I'll have to look and check it out. But either way, I'll still use it. But what's cool about it? You know, you got your single blade, which I thought there was a Colorado blade. I'll probably put a Colorado blade on that anyway. And then it's got two blades actually together on the wire, so they're sitting there clanking together, make extra noise, extra whoop, and that'll be good in dirty water. Just figured I'd check it out. I like Lucky Craft crankbaits and all that stuff, so, you know. And of course, they're pointers and all that stuff. They are good Japanese stuff, obviously. That's why they're such a huge name. And then I was like, well, I need a new hat. And then I was like, well, since I'm buying a bait of theirs, I'll get one of their hats. Actually, I just needed a new hat, and they don't have really too many flat-brimmed hats. Yes, I am a flat-brim hat guy, as you guys see all the time. I just think that they look better on my face. They just go better with the beard instead of having a brim that's all scrunched around. I don't think it goes good together. I don't know. But, yeah, so those are the two little things that I was just kind of whatever, an afterthought. How do I look in this hat? I look gorgeous, as usual. Yeah. Anyway, this is a big thing. This is the Revo ALX reel. First, let me say, yes, it's not a 13. Oh my god. I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, what? Makes no sense. But here's the deal. Before I became a 13 fanboy last year, like a year ago, bought a Concept A and loved it right away. Now I own a C, a Concept C, 2 Origin Cs, and a Concept A3 for throwing big old swim baits. and a couple other rods and whatever. Which I like them all. They're great. Concept C is amazing. Concept A was amazing. The Origin C's are pretty good, especially for a $100 reel. They're actually pretty dang good. Good, cheap option. But before all that, I was an Abu Garcia guy mostly. But I also have two Lus that are still sitting around. There's one of them. I see. There's another one around too that I no longer use. I had a Daiwa Tatula something another. I don't even remember which one. That was years ago. Don't know what happened to that. Two Shimanos. I owned a Corrado, which I sold like after 3 times of using it. I hated it. I have a Sitka, which is still one of the reels I use on the boat, but it's usually like the 7th or 8th or 9th one on the boat. I usually take 8 or 9 rods, and it's usually one of the last ones I take on the boat, really, let's be honest. The Shimano fanboys will leave nasty comments, and I don't freaking care. Shimano's, I don't like them. I don't think they're great. That's awesome if you like them. I think Shimano's used to be amazing. They were amazing reels back in the day. Now I don't think they're really making anything too special anymore. Sorry. So sue me. I don't like them. They're big, they're bulky, they're heavy, and I've had many problems with them. My Sitka, the freaking bell tab broke after like the first couple trips. I gotta flip it up with my thumb all the time. And it started making a weird clicking noise. I also don't like their braking system. I think they're cheap and janky. The stupid little plastic little flips that just seem like they're going to break all the time. I just don't like them. Okay? Sorry. Sue me. Whatever. It's an opinion. Alright? And I'm sure I'll get nasty comments like I did one time when I said that before. Shut up. Alright. But for the most part, I was an Abu Garcia guy for years, because the very first baitcaster I used many years ago was an old Silvermax, like the first Silvermax, I think. That was the very first one that I learned on, and then I ended up having like 4 of them. They lasted me a couple of years until like really all of them, the drag went out on them, but they're $50 reel, and they lasted me a couple of years, like day usage, so they were pretty good, you know, for how cheap they were. When it had Pro Maxes, had a Revo X, which I didn't like, and sold that too to a friend. Didn't like it. I did not really even see a difference between that and a Pro Max, but whatever. And then I bought a Revo SX a couple years ago. I love that thing. That's still one of my first reels out, even with all those 13s and everything else. Still one of the very first reels I take out on the kayak, on the boat, whatever. It's still a daily user. So, anyway, let's get on with this though. Oh, actually, let's say I needed another cranking reel because that Concept A has went and that's kind of why I'm a little, I don't know, I'm not saying 13's terrible. I love their stuff when I was using it, but that reel should have lasted more than a year. I clean my reels every couple of weeks, usually. If I'm fishing slop in dirty water, as soon as I get home, I take them all apart, clean them, re-grease them, all that stuff. I take really good care of my stuff. I usually do a full deep clean and grease and oil in the sloppy stuff, obviously, and then usually twice a year, winter, and then usually sometime in the summer when I feel I want to. Yeah, so, and yeah, the main gear snapped in half. The little spindle doohickey that turns your spool, you know, that little thing, I don't know exactly what that's called, it's made out of brass, that snapped in half. So 2 metal main components of a reel snapped, and the drag went out on it as well, so it's sitting over there in pieces. And I used the handle on one of those Origin C's because I like the cork handles. But I was like, you know what, it's not like I'm sponsored by 13 anyway. Why did I all of a sudden start buying all their stuff? Let's go back to trying maybe some other stuff. So, the Abu Garcia ALX reel. Now this is a $250 reel on Tackle Warehouse. It is on sale for like $180, which usually means for Abu Garcia that means another gin is coming out. Like I bought my Revo SX, which is a $150 reel. I bought it for $100 a couple years ago because they were getting rid of the Gen 3s, trying to sell them all, and bringing out the Gen 4s. So And I think the Gen 3 looks cooler. I don't know really what the difference is, but I think it looks cooler. And it's lasted me a couple years, and I love that reel. So, anyway. But, yeah, so 50 bucks off if you're in the market for a reel. $250 reel for $180. And actually, I bought it on Labor Day, so it was actually $170. You missed out, sucker. No. So, yeah. Now, what also, though, besides that awesome deal, made me decide to get this reel? I'm looking at it now, and I'm just like, oh, it looks freaking awesome. It looks better than I thought it did. Anyway, what made me decide to get this reel over anything else, anyway, was, number one, the fact it's all aluminum. Side plates are aluminum. The frame is aluminum. Freaking carbon alloy spool, and a aircraft grade main gear. That's freaking awesome. And what's even more awesome about it, and oh my god, I just picked it up, it only weighs 5.5 ounces. That's crazy. Okay. I think the lightest reel before this one that I still own is my Concept C, and it's like 6.2 ounces. And you really don't think like that's like half an ounce is that big of a difference. But when you are using a reel all day, and especially a cranking reel like this is going to be, it needs to be so compact. It just feels so much better in this thing. It's freaking tiny, and that makes me even more happy. And light. It's just more comfortable to sit there and freaking use all day. Doesn't matter what reel it is, but especially a cranking reel. So I was super stoked to check that out. But look at that thing. That thing's beautiful. That is nice. Heck yeah. I'm super stoked on this. And I like their braking system. You know, magnetic brakes have gotten a lot of crap or whatever. But I've never had a problem with them. So I actually like them a lot. And look at this. There's just so many. You can just like dial it so perfect. But usually you get it set and you never really have to change it. Just like any other reel, no matter what they're using, braking system wise. The other thing too is the grips. I was just mentioning that I took the handle off my Concept A that broke and put it on my Origin C, one of my Origin C's, because I loved the grips on those things. Before that, every reel I used, no matter it was Shimano, Lewis, Abu, whoever, had these little, EVA foam little grips that were just funky. Yeah, at the time, I really didn't think too much about it. That's just what they have, whatever. You can buy the bigger ones if you want or whatever. But then I got that Concept A, and with those big cork handles on it, it was amazing. Like how much better it felt all day and all that. These have bigger grips. They're still actually a little bit smaller than the corks. I thought they were going to be a little bit bigger, but they are nice, big, and bulky, and they are those non-slip kind, so when they get wet, it'd be nice. That's pretty much it. This thing is 6.4-to-1, 9 bearings, I don't know exactly, 8 hyperspeed roller super style bearings. They all have stupid names. That's every company. Like, this has 20 blah 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 freaking bearings and then 1 roller bearing. Cool. But anyway, it does matter, because it's not how many bearings, it's the quality of the bearings. But they can throw whatever name they want on them. There doesn't mean they're higher quality. You just gotta know their stuff, really. But anyway, but usually if they got the name, that's a high quality one. But oh yeah, I'm like super stoked on this thing. This is like even more amazing than I thought it was. Like it's so tiny, and it weighs nothing. It's amazing. But anyway, so we'll have to get that. It's a 6.4-to-1. Just what I like for cranking, 6 gear ratio. And ooh, that's a little sticky. No, it's not. Never mind. But it'll get broken in. All those should be sticky when I first get them. I like to be like that Shimano and then break. Anyway, all right. So that is that. I'm super stoked. this, ugh, we'll talk more about it once I start using it, obviously. But alright, next thing. Come on, baby. Why do they make them so difficult? So they don't break, dummy. I got it. That was a workout. Oh my god, this thing feels so light too. So, this is something else new on Tackle Warehouse. It's going to be upside down because I can't flip the rod the other way. There's a wall right there. But it is the Spiralite Maverick, which is their Spiralite's cheapest rod, I guess. They have 3, at least on Tackle Warehouse. The Maverick, the SQ, which I think I'm going to get one of those for flipping and pitching since I broke my flipping rod in half the other day. Like an idiot. It was me being stupid. But anyway, I think I might get one of the status quos. It's the next level up, and then I don't remember the last one. I don't know. Sorry, Spiralite. But they are a pretty new company, I think. And they're Spiralite custom rods, and they have spiral wrapped rods. Now, what I hear about spiral wrapped guides or acid wrap, also they call them, is, you know, I don't really know a whole lot about them, but what I hear is it makes the rod more sensitive. It has more, it actually makes it stronger, you know, so that's just things that are supposed to be the reason why. They do look funky, and that's why I think a lot of people don't really use them, you know, like, they just think it looks so weird, and really when you look at it, it does look weird. Alright, look, there's your one guide. This is the top of the rod, okay? There's your first guide, right? There's your next guide. Weird, huh? There's your next guide. Alright, and then, actually this one's only spinal wrapped up to that point. After you get to that one, then these are all on the bottom, all the way to your tip. The rest of your guides. So yeah, it looks funky, I know, but yeah, it's supposed to give you more sensitivity. It's actually supposed to make the rod a lot stronger, and it's supposed to just be great. But I like how it says 7'6", medium heavy, fast action, chatterbait. There's the very first bait on there. Spinnerbait and swim jig. All my favorite stuff. But that's what it's pretty much going to be used for anyway. But yeah, so this is the Spiralite Maverick. It is my first spiral wrapped rod. And yeah, I was really on the fence about it. I was like, they're so goofy looking, they're so funky. And another problem that I'm just going to have to be careful about is when I'm laying the rod down on the boat or whatever, have to make sure it's turned right so none of the guides are on the ground, because when I have my rods on the deck of my boat sitting like that, I have a tendency to step on them. Yeah, just a little bit, like not like I catch myself or whatever, but and don't really break them. Other than that one that I laid across the thing after catching a giant, stepped right through the middle and snapped it right in half like a moron. But that was because I tripped too. If you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. That freaking video is awesome. Good fish. But anyway, bunch of good fish. But anyway, but that sucked about it. So that's just something I'm gonna have to take care of and make sure. But just looking at it, it's freaking light. It weighs nothing, which a lot of rods, you know, rods now, they don't weigh anything anyway, but you can definitely kind of feel the difference. and these grips seem pretty BA. So we're gonna have to try this first spiral wrapped rod, the Spiralite Maverick, and that will be having the Abu ALX on it. Alright, that is my new stuff that I have just showed off to you, so look out for it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned something. Go buy some of this stuff. Go spend some money. God, what are you working for if not to spend money? Stupid. No. But there you go. Click on my logo in the upper left hand corner to subscribe. In the upper right hand corner is the last video I made. In the lower right hand corner there's a video I know you'll enjoy. And make sure to hit that like button down below as well.